I'm going to talk just in case we're in there. Hey, there we are. We are live. Wow, that took a little bit to get it started. Tech, always interesting. Hi, I'm Carolyn Bishop. I'm your Business with Balance coach. We are here for our weekly Wednesday breakthrough. Today, I'm going to talk about lead generating, which is one of the most demanded topics that I hear in the industry. It's what people feel that they need to be able to grow. They're like, they know they have good stuff. They know they have amazing programs. They know they have wonderful products. And they're just like, I just want to get it in front of new people. I'm going to break a couple myths today. I'm going to clear up a couple things so that you can really start building for yourself, growing an incredible lead generating system that can take you to six figures, multiple six figures, and give you six-figure jumps when you get this set up. Because let me tell you the first myth right away, just getting new people isn't going to grow your business. It doesn't matter how good your programs are. It doesn't matter how great your coaching is. It doesn't matter how amazing your opportunity is that you're offering people. There are pieces in between that if it's not done, it can lose people. And so I want to kind of touch on that a little bit today and really look into how to get this started. We did a great big workshop on Monday. It was amazing. It was so fun. We had the most incredible group of people, and you can still get access to that. And so here's what I want to say. Hi when you're here. Thanks for jumping on live. You can say, I'm just out of the shower. It's been one of those mornings running around doing a whole bunch of stuff that pulled me suddenly. So yes, even though I coach balance, sometimes you get pulled. You get pulled for arranging carpools. You get pulled for photos that need to go for the basketball banners. You get pulled for life happens sometimes. And so that is one of the reasons that I'm so passionate about not just creating lead generating, but lead magnet systems where you can magnetize leads towards you without you doing it. That it's in a system, that it flows without you, so that when you get pulled away, whether it be for personal stuff like I did this morning, or whether it be that you're going on vacation, or that you want to take a day off, or that you aren't feeling well and you get sick, or somebody in your family does and you want to take care of them, or you just have an event that happens in your life that pulls you away. Anybody know what I mean? Okay. Anybody had events in your life pull you away? Let me know. Have you had that? Like, what are your pullaways? For me, I'm the president of my son's basketball association. So I got pulled away with something that needed to be done right away for the organization. That's what pulled me away this morning. So that pulls me away. Sometimes my daughter's dance stuff pulls me away. Sometimes energy or lack of energy, if you wake up not feeling well one day, will pull you away. What pulls you away in terms of a good thing too? Like, it's not just, oh, I got pulled away, but you like to be pulled away. Like, I love doing the stuff for my kids. I love, this morning, one of the things I had to do was suddenly arrange a carpool and help somebody else out to make sure that helping them get their kid home. So yes, things like that can pull you away. What are some of the things that are important in your life? Throw it in: kids, family, travel, parents. What is it that pulls you away? And one of the reasons that I want you to get this awareness of this and just pull this up and let me know so that I can see in the comments this morning is, there we go. Now I can see the comments. Say hi and let me know what are some of the important things in your world that, sometimes pull you away from what you're working on or what your project is in the moment. And so that's going to happen all the time in life. And so what we want to have is not just a way to generate leads, but we want to have a lead generating system, something that flows without you, something that doesn't depend on you being there, something that is not, you have to show up to make it work, because otherwise our business is going to go like this, just like the demands of our life, right? We have more and then we have less, and then we have more and we have less. But what we don't want to have happen is we want to have more leads and then we have less leads, and then we have some and then we don't, and then we have lots and then we don't. Or here's the other thing, is that you get leads that don't really know even what you do, or they didn't necessarily come in based on an interest level of you. They were just a pack of names and numbers. So let me give you an example of that. And then we're going to get into the meat of this, of some of the key pieces for a six-figure lead generating system. I have a dog hair stuck to my lip. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. All right. Yes, tell me, you guys, what are some of the pulls in your life that make it really important for you to get a lead generating system that is consistent and doesn't depend on you having to be there? Like, I used to get a lot of my leads through being on other people's podcasts, but I had to wait for that podcast to be released. Okay, that's dependent on somebody else's schedule. I would get a lot of leads through networking events, but I had to wait for the networking event to happen, and I had to really hope that somebody there was the right fit for me. I used to get a lot of leads through vendor events and career fairs and things like that. But I had to wait for those events to happen, and they were only a few times a year. And sometimes you were like fighting for the spots because, once they sell them, they sell them. They can't have more than a few people in the same industry. Or I would wait to, let's see what else. Oh, get invited to speak at somebody's podium. One of my favorite ways. I love speaking in front of crowds of people because I would get masses of leads, but it's not consistent. It only happens every so often. So what we want to do is we want to create a lead magnet system that flows all the time, consistently, and constantly has a system of leads coming your way to build your business. Yes? Do you want a system of leads? Would you love to have continual inflowing leads? Give me a yes in the chat if that is you. Do you want to have that consistent flow of leads so that your business results are not doing this, so that your energy that you're outputting is not doing this, and so that your bank account is not doing this, but that it's a continual flow on all parts of it? Okay, so here's what I want to do today is clarify for you a few quick things that is going to really ensure that you have a six-figure system in place. First of all, if you haven't already got the checklist, the verification checklist, say checklist below. Hello, hey Lizzie. Say checklist below. Type checklist below if you have not already got the checklist that is a six-figure verification to make sure that the way that you are attracting leads is at six-figure level, because we can pull in leads, but if it doesn't have these six qualifications, it's not going to either sustain or it's not going to keep the people around. They will be a revolving door. They come, they leave, they come, they leave, they come, they leave. So if you haven't got the checklist, throw the word checklist in the chat. All right, I see a couple checklists coming in. I will send that after we are done today. Hey, Tracy. All right, so good, you guys. Thank you for putting checklist in there. If you want that, I will be sending that to you after so that you can use it every single time you're having a method of bringing in new leads, so that you can verify, is it this, is it this, is it this, is it this, and you can make sure that it is a six-level level process that is going to keep the flow going and not just have people show up and then go, but show up and stay with you. And that is the next point that I want to get to. Okay, so well, it's really the first point from today. Okay, when you are generating leads, the system you want to create is not just to grab the leads. I used to, back in the day before I kind of became a business coach and really started sorting through what was working and what wasn't, and really diagnosing how my businesses got to six-figure level, I would like get tables at vendor events or career fairs, and I'd go and set stuff up. And what we had been taught in the company, so, it wasn't anybody's fault, this is just what was being taught, was put something on the table, raffle it off for free, and people are going to give you their contact info because they're going in for the free draw. Do you remember that? I mean, even if you are not in a situation where you've done that for your business, but do you remember the days where you used to walk through the shopping malls and they'd have a car there and they'd be like, we're raffling off this car, enter here to put your name and number in. And then we all know now that if you put your name and number in, that put you on masses of email lists and masses of marketing lists, right? And so then you were like, no, thank you, I'm not giving your information. Okay, so I was doing this at like a vendor fair where I would have like a bundle of the products that I was working with or some freebies that I was going to give away. And hey, just enter your name and number here. So here's what happened. Who was I attracting? I wasn't attracting people who were interested in what I had, because they couldn't even necessarily see what it was, or they weren't really looking to see what it was. They usually were not stopping to say, well, what's in there? Is it something I really want? Tell me about it. Let me know more about it. They weren't doing that. They were just like, oh, free stuff, name and number, boom, in the Dropbox, and they'd move on. And maybe I'd get a few seconds to chat with them. So who was I attracting? I was attracting people who wanted free stuff. Was I attracting people who wanted to solve a problem? People who wanted to work at stuff, people who were ready to invest time and energy and money into getting a change in their world? Not really. What I had to do with those leads that I would get from those freebie draws that I would do is then go through them, try and contact everybody and find out who might want to progress. So really, it was like the equivalent of ripping a page out of the phone book and going, hi, are you interested in what I have? I got your name and number, but now I want to know if you're actually like wanting to do anything with this. Are you interested in this? And that was one of the ways that I used to bring in leads. Talk about up and down in my business. Can anybody relate to this? Okay, so we want to think first of all about how we are attracting the leads in. So this is one of the important pieces that I wanted to share with you today, is that getting leads is not just about getting leads. The way you attract them to you, the way that their initial contact with you is formulated, is inspired, is like, oh, okay, hey, let me stop and pay attention to this. That's going to dictate who you attract. So when I did those vendor events and had this big, beautiful basket of free stuff that I was giving away, and that's how I was getting name and numbers, who I was attracting was, hey, if you want free stuff, come here. So I was attracting people who just wanted free. Guess what my business results were based on that? Not very consistent. Now, so shift in the future, change, same events, same exact crowd, same difference. Those vendor events, what I had was a QR code with a big splashy sign that said, want this? Scan here. And what it was attracting the leads. It was attracting the people who were like, oh, I want that. And it was targeted specifically to my dream prospects that were people who were wanting to move, wanting to progress, wanting to solve a problem, wanting to find an answer to a challenge that they were having that I could solve for them. That was my specialty. Now, I've had several different businesses through the years. So I've done this, gosh, with skincare and cosmetics when I was back in the direct sales world. I have done this with courses that I have sold on time management. I have done this with these are all different things I've used these systems for. I have done this with private coaching. I have done so many different things that you can do this with. It doesn't matter what your business is. But what you want to make sure is that the first piece of it, when you're talking lead generating, that you are leading them in. We're going to use the word lead in two ways: leading them in and leading them out. When you are leading them in, number one thing today I really want to get across to you is that if you don't want to spend time doing this, or spending time in a bunch of dead-end conversations that aren't necessarily going to grow and build and expand and become clients, you want to lead them in a way that is pulling your dream prospects, people who want to solve a problem, people who are ready to do something about it, people who have an interest, because then you can start into this great, wonderful path of helping them find the solutions to those problems, of being someone who gives them the results. Is this making sense? I see your checklist. Yeah, if you guys still want the checklist to make sure that your lead generating pieces are six-figure level, type the word checklist. So is this making sense though? The first thing that I wanted to put a yes makes sense, or oh my gosh, yes. Who has had a bunch of leads that then you're like, oh my gosh, now I got to find out if these people even want to move forward or want anything? Just getting leads is not going to grow your business. Well, it might for a moment, but it's definitely not going to keep it six-figure level if that is the lead generating systems that you've done. And if you've been doing that way, it's probably because you got taught that way. It's probably because that's what's maybe normal in the environment that you're in. I know I was doing it too. I thought that was how I had to. That was all I got taught in the industries that I was in, until I figured out, whoa, if I'm just saying, hey, enter here for a free thing that's really not connected to what my dream prospects want, all I'm getting is people who are seeking free stuff. Okay. However you bring them in is how they're going to continue with you. So what we want to think is in terms of your lead generating, the first point is that you want to lead them in with something that is associated directly with where you can lead them to. Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. I see. Oh my gosh. Yes. Coming in the chat. Yes. I get it. All the freebie peeps. Yes. Okay. So you want to think we're always going to have, and just the freebie peeps, not a bad thing. Okay. When you're talking, especially in a social media lead generating piece, they can help build your audience. They can bring a lot of energy. I love all the people in my world who have never bought anything from me. I am so grateful for all of them because they show up, they comment, they heart, they like my stuff, they get the algorithm up. I mean, on a social media level, it's so powerful. Plus, I love talking to people. One of the reasons I don't like doing courses anymore is I don't like just talking to the camera. I like knowing you guys are here. So that's why I'm always like, drop this comment and say this. Are you here with me? I love to know that you're here with me. I like knowing that I'm actually talking to someone. So I am so grateful for my entire audience. So it's not that getting freebie people is a bad thing, because it's wonderful to have that energy of people who are investing in themselves, who are wanting to move forward, who are wanting to gather and have that community. There's so many good pieces to that. But when we're talking six-figure flow to your business, those are not the only people you want to be attracting. And when you're thinking about your time, your money, and your energy that you're putting into your lead generating, don't you want it to be majority people who are looking for the problem you solve, who are looking to fix it, who are looking to move forward, who are ready to invest, who want to invest in themselves and want to make a difference? Give me a big yes if that's who you want to bring in. You want people who are like, I'm here, tell me how. I'm ready to move forward, right? Like, I love working with high level thinkers, people who are like, my scoreboard may not show this right now, but I'm a leader. I am a coach for people. I can change people's lives, or I have an amazing product that I'm so passionate about, and I'm so excited to get this out there. I'm ready to put in the work and the energy and the time to do this. That's my crowd. Those are my people. Like, those are the women and the men that I love being around, that they're like, sometimes I really doubt myself, but you know what? I'm willing to put in the work. Those are my people. Or the people who are like, the scoreboard's not showing what it is, but darn it, I know I can do this. Those are my people. Like, I love that. I'm so passionate about that. So that's what I want to bring in. Those are the people I want in my world, right? Do you want that too? Like, the people who are ready to move. I see the yes with lots of exclamation marks. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know. Like, is that what you want? So we want to think of, how are we leading them in to what we do? Are we bringing them in with that energy? Are we bringing them in? Your lead generating systems, are they leading them in a way that it's like, all right, we are going to move. This is what's happening. Let's get results. Let's move forward. You got this problem. I'm your person. Let's move together. But not in big jumps, in little yeses, because they don't know that you have that energy yet. They don't know that you have that passion yet. They don't know, when it's a lead generating process, that you're that good. So we can't say, oh my gosh, I'm so ready to work with amazing people. Book a call with me. If they don't know who you are, they're not going to book a call. What's going to happen on the call? I don't know. How long is this call going to be? Who is this person? What do they do? It's too big a jump, right? Or going straight from, hi, nice to meet you, to, let's set up an appointment. Let's get on Zoom. I got one 2 days ago, actually, right before we did this workshop that we just finished on the lead generating and how to set up this system. I got one that morning and it was perfect, because I was like, oh my gosh, this so reminds me how important having a good lead magnet system is. Because it was, hi, I saw your profile. You're obviously a very well-established coach. Let's collaborate. Here's my calendar. Would you like to jump on Zoom together? I was like, who are you? Why would I get on a Zoom call with you? And so I responded and I said, thank you for noticing me and for your compliments. I appreciate it, but I'm not even sure what you do or where you're from. Kind of hinting at, like, this is a little bit of a big ask. And the response was, well, here's a video that you can watch. Why would he even want to watch the video? I don't even know if it's worth my time to watch the video. I had no clue who this person was. Okay, so we've got to make sure, even if somebody's friendly and nice and warm and kind, and we know how wonderful our stuff is behind the scenes, that we can't ask them to do a big jump. That's scary. So what we want is a big lead magnet system that is little bite-sized pieces that take them from, oh, who is this person? Or more importantly, like, oh, there's a solution to one of the problems I was looking for. Oh, and look at this next step that'll take me to that one, and this next step that'll take me to that one, and then, oh, and who is this person? This has all been really good, and how do I continue? And that they are then wanting to get to know us, wanting to spend time with us, wanting to come on a Facebook Live. Like, to get people to this point, even where they're paying attention to me on a Facebook Live, there's got to be a lot of little steps. Because to stop your day and sit and listen to this, If you don't know who I am, I could be just somebody ranting about how lead magnet systems are having people to either have revolving doors or that you got this going in your business because we're attracting them in the wrong way. You might listen for 2 seconds and be like, I don't know who this woman is. I'm out of here. There's got to be build up to that. There's got to be pieces before. So we want to have a lead magnet system happening. Okay, so 2 main parts of the lead magnet system. Now there's lots of pieces to this, but I'm just giving you the general today. If you want more, the workshop that I just did, well, first of all, put checklist in if you want to verify all your lead magnet systems are at 6-figure level. I have a free checklist for you that you can just go, is it this? Is it this? Okay, do I have that? Do I have this? And you can just do, it's a verification list. So if you'd like the checklist, put the word checklist in the chat and I will make sure I send that to you. It's free. You'll just get the download. There's, nothing to sign up for or anything like that. I'm just going to send it to you. I'll send you the link to it directly. Okay. So put checklist in if you want it. If you are looking to set up a lead magnet system, meaning you want to lead your leads to you in a way that you're getting people who want to move, want to change, want to make a difference in their world, are looking for solutions, are ready to be active and engaged in a process of actually solving the problem for themselves and actually getting results. If you want to lead those people to you, that's the first part. We want to make sure that piece of it is leading them in the right way. And then second, and I kind of touched on this a little bit already, number 2 key piece I wanted to make sure that you get today is that you are leading them from that initial lead in and you're leading them out on a path that lets them get to know you, lets them get to see your expertise, lets them get to experience wins before they spend time with you, before getting asked to a call, before getting asked to be on a big boot camp or a webinar, before, like, there, you want to lead people in that are action takers, and then you want to lead them forward with little steps that have them going, oh my gosh, this is good. Who is this person? But those steps have to happen to get them saying, who is this person? So that then they are now interested in who you are. And now the possibility of spending time with you is more intriguing. Instead of, hi, nice to meet you. You want to do an appointment together. Hi, nice to meet you. Would you like to come to my live launch? Hi, nice to meet you. Would you like to get on a Zoom call? Hi, nice to meet you. Would you like to watch my hour-long video? Okay, it's too big. That's why people say, sure, and never watch the videos. That's why people say, yeah, I'll book an appointment, and you never hear from them again. That's why people say, oh, yeah, just give me your calendar, we'll move from there. Because people sometimes have a hard time saying no if they like someone. So, but what happens is those dead end drops, right? Have you ever experienced that? I have. Anybody had dead end drops? Throw the word dead end drops in if you've had that happen where you thought something was moving forward with somebody and then they just disappeared. They sign up for something that they don't show up for. They book something that they don't follow through on. They say, yes, that sounds great. And then the conversation just dies and you never hear from them again. Or you message and you're like, wait, I thought you were interested. And then you never hear back. Yeah, dead end drops. Okay. So what we want to look at is having that system where it leads the right people in that are ready to take action. They're wanting to problem solve. They're wanting to move forward to get that crowd of people who are like, yes, you are my peeps. Lead them in the correct way and then lead them on this nice, easy, clear yes step path that has them getting to feel experiences, get the wows, have little wins, little pieces. You're not giving away all your free content, okay? That is another mistake entrepreneurs make. That's a whole different topic, is giving so much for free and going, that was so good that they're going to love me and want more, okay? It's a path. It's a, oh, you want this? And what you're doing along this entire path is creating desire for the next thing before you even offer the next thing. So it is just such a no-brainer to progress towards you because everything is such an easy yes. And not only an easy yes, but an easy yes they're already craving before it's even offered. And so you are creating that desire on your path because you know the path that you're taking them on all the way so that it feels easy for them. Working with you feels amazing. And you're getting this consistent flow of leads now going, hey, can I spend time with you? Because wow, this is awesome. Okay. So I love it. You guys are doing the hearts. Yes, I see other people saying dead end drops. It's not your fault. It's normal. There's so much education in the marketplace that says, hey, here's how to lead generate. here's how to have an amazing launch or challenge or boot camp or whatever. And then here's how to sell to people. There's so much more in between. And that's why a lot of people's businesses are doing this, or they just can't get them off the ground to the monetary levels they're hoping for. So a really good lead magnet system is really important. I'm going to summarize this for you. If you don't have it, if you don't have this good lead magnet system, you're going to go without money because people can't follow the path. They're going to drop off. You're going to go off with the people. You're going to go without the people because it's going to be that revolving door, or you're going to get the lists of people who are like, hey, I'm just here for the free stuff because what I saw out there was, you want free stuff? Here you go. And that's who you attract, is just people asking for free stuff, which means you're going to go, if you don't have the people, you're going to go without the influence and the impact. And that is the one that breaks my heart, because you have such a gift. You know you can change lives, right? You're here because you're invested in yourself, and you know that you have a talent, you have a skill, you have a knowledge, you have a program, you have an offer, you have a product, you have something that you know can really make things easier, better, and simpler for people. Yes? Say, yes, I have something great. Just type that in. Say, yes, I have something great. Own that. Whether it's a product, whether it's a program, whether it's your skill, whether it's your talent, whether it's your brain, can you make a positive difference in somebody else's life? Say, yes, own that. Yes, I have something. That's why you need a really good lead magnet system, a lead magnet system, not just a lead magnet. I can give you a good lead magnet. Here's a template. Here you go. Run off and go. It's not going to get anywhere. That's like the freebie basket that I used to do at the vendor events. Here it is. Want it? It's a dead end unless it's set up in your six-figure system. Okay. When you get this, here's the piece it's going to give you. It's going to reduce your time hands-on in your business. You can now go on vacation and your results aren't going to plummet. Okay. It's going to get the right people taking notice when you have the system in place. It's going to eliminate the chasing or convincing, that whole, well, if I just get enough time to tell you about this, you're going to realize how good it is. That feeling of, I just need to tell people how good it is, and then they'll realize that they want it. You get to get rid of that, because people don't want to take that time until they know it's good enough, right? That is what they're looking for. And yes, I have something great. Yes, I have something great. I see those coming in the chat. Awesome. And when you have this lead magnet system, it's going to avoid the disappearing prospect disease, meaning that the people who come in and then they're gone, come and they're gone. And you're constantly scrambling to find where your next group of leads is going to be, because the ones that you had before, now you got to throw them away, or you hang on to them going, how am I going to recontact these guys months later? How can I entice them now? Right? Because you got them coming in just on, I'm looking for free stuff, or it was a free basket, or it was a free giveaway, or it was just a freebie. Use that checklist. And again, if you don't have it, write the word checklist in the chat and I will send that to you. And if you want info on I did this on Monday, it was live on Monday. I now have a recorded version of this workshop that will teach you how to build a lead magnet system that leads to you in a way that they are ready to move, they're ready to act. You are attracting buyers into your world, but it's leading them also on a path. So you're leading the right people to you and leading them on an easy yes path that lets them ask you for the next step, because it's so beautifully established moving forward that they are taking themselves through the process and asking you to spend time with you, asking you for your next event. That's when you have a six-figure flow to your business, a six-figure flow to your lead generating. It's a system that leads the right people to you, takes them on a very simple path of easy yeses before they've ever been invited to speak with you or talk with you or be on a launch or be on that first piece is so important, so that they show up, so that they're invested and ready to go. So there you go. I wanted to really get across today that a lead generating system has to lead in with the right style and lead out, taking people on a path that can let them do those simple little steps by themselves on their own before getting asked to spend time with us. And that way they can trust us and love us and want to be with us before that invitation is even out there. And that is how you'll get a six-figure flow. So if you want to know about that whole lead magnet system building thing, the workshop that I just did on Monday, put workshop please, and I will send you the link to the info for that workshop please. So checklist please, or workshop, please. All right, so happy Wednesday. I will be back next week with one more topic before we break for the holidays. I won't be here on the week between New Year's and Christmas and New Year's. So yeah, if you want that, I see it coming in, workshop, please. If you want the checklist, put checklist, please. And then if you want the link to the workshop to find out about how to build this for yourself, put workshop, please, and I will send you the info for that. So happy Wednesday. Have a great week. Happy holidays, everybody. And I will see you next Wednesday. All right, bye.